Kaur. I could be butchering her name. Sorry about that. I'm reading from my angel journal. And one of the excerpts that I wrote down says justice needs to be served. It needs to be given to those of us who have shown our hearts in times of not seeing the light. One of her classes, I was writing down number 3, it says, name it, talk to it. What are you going to say to the struggle before you take it down? What does the conversation feel like? Pretend like it's right next to you. Something so interesting just came in of the title of a story, okay? The story of a little girl or a little boy who never quite grew up. And thank God for it, because that has made you brave and that has healed your wounds. What aspect about yourself is childlike? You could be really funny. What about you shows a little bit of your soul? Okay. And also I was getting a download this morning about, does it make soul sense? Okay. Soul sense. Does it make sense to your soul? Okay. So something about conquering and getting justice for yourself when you have seen only dark times and still remained in the light. The light is your inner child. It could be. Recognition finds you as you now write this new story. Recognition finds you as you speak, as you write, as you create. And as I'm giving this message, the light is coming now. I'm also getting something about drawing or writing down notes and someone saying or criticizing it and being like, this is just a jumbled words, or this is jargon, or this picture is not visible, or this writing is like critiquing, and they fail to see the creativity. They fail to see your effort. They fail to look further. Okay. I also wanted to say they failed to see your genius, and that's fine. That's fine. That's part of the process. Spirit is saying, don't numb your feelings. Right now, it could feel like extra easy to numb out, to numb everything about yourself. Okay. Isolate, what have you, but don't numb your feelings. There are people who deserve that part of you. Okay. And that could be like an online collective. It could be someone. And if it's not someone, and F everybody, then it's spirit, it's God, it's source, it's the divine, it's the universal consciousness, it's your faith, it's whatever religion you practice. That's who deserves your attention right now, fully. That's your best friend right now. When was the last time that you felt love? And not love like romantically, but when does the last time you looked at something and felt love inside? Like, it could be a garden, it could be a skateboard is what I just heard. So it could be like anything like outdoors, like with the skateboard, I'm getting like extreme sports or something like that. Like the love of the universe. Like, when was the last time you felt like this planet's magical? Okay. And with that, I'm getting, there's so many beautiful things that are yet to be experienced. This isn't the end. It hasn't stopped. It's just now the time to create from what we've all learned. So remember, justice is coming. So now let's get a soul truth message. So you might want to ask yourself daily, regularly, what have you, does it make soul sense to me? Does it make that profound of sense to me? Does my heart and soul feel good with this? And that's a sensitive part, because usually you just want to say, yes, I'll hang out with that person, even though you know that you're super sensitive. Like, honor your soul, honor your soul's needs right now. Okay. Profoundly. All right. Let's get some messages here. What do you need to know? I just heard too, like, there's justice for people who have not seen the light. I'm hearing, I've never met anybody like myself. I've never come across generosity or kindness like myself, okay? And I feel like Spirit wants to reward you, and it's not a reward, excuse that. It could feel like a reward. It could be like, and I'm also just getting just now too of like, some of you guys could be getting someone who's kind to you and immediately cry or immediately feel, because you are so used to, not receiving the basic kindness. I'm hearing elevating you up, kind words, respect. I'm also getting like, yeah, it might look like respect, but sometimes like talking to certain people and you just know I'm not being respected right now. I can feel it. I can feel it in the tone. I can feel the demeaning nature. I know this isn't respect. This doesn't feel like respect. This doesn't feel like the truth. Doesn't make soul sense. So there's something about, I'm not getting the basic. Okay. And so a lot of you guys, this could just be like, again, having all of your previous relationships, or, you know, a lot of them. Yeah, and as I pull the card, hold on. Being so thirsty for good things that when they happen, you have like this emotional release and feel like you don't know how to take it. Some of you could almost feel like, don't give me that, like reject it, okay? So there's a lot of healing around being able to take in good things. I have here, what can I burn? So those things are burning to the ground. So Phoenix Rising can come up and everything can make soul sense. It says, does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Okay. It says, in what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Exactly. Like the basics of like fun, laughter, you know, what just uplifts you. It says maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Okay. Today's soul action says, what would happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? What area is lacking this right now? Is it with another person? Is it with yourself? Okay. Take time to play, let go of any need to produce anything. That's another thing, constantly feeling like you're a producer. If it's not having kids, you know, putting that out, then it's got to be, you've got to feel useful. You've got to be useful. You can't just exist. You can't just, I'm almost getting to is like being in a room and then all of a sudden, like if someone sees you relaxing, it's like, let me like ask that person to do something. You get people all over you when you're just trying to take a minute. So there's a sense of constant overstimulation. Only take this message if it resonates. And that's the thing too, like at work, if you're noticing people, or just in general, people don't like when you want to play, when you want to be creative. Like I was mentioning before about writing, drawing things, and then it getting critiqued. Like if you just, I'm hearing like stay the hell away from anything that makes you feel like you give someone the ick about your inner child. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, so I have written here in my angel journal, it says, just if you don't have to be religious, like don't take everything so intensely, just try to grasp. All right, it says Christ equals imagination. Okay, talking about your imagination, listen to this. He which is, was, and is to come. What you deeply visualize and feel already exists. This already exists in some type of energetic form and can become a reality if aligned with action and belief. This is talking about divine creation that exists beyond time constraints. Through faith, intention, and action, anything can be realized. Where do you get that faith, intention, and deep feeling? I'm seeing this right now. Your inner child. He or she believes you can do it. Would your inner child say that's ridiculous? You can't do that? I doubt it. So it is saying that your imagination also transcends time. So this phrase is talking about bridging the gap from what was, from what is to come. And that's what your imagination is doing. Bridging the gap, closing the gap. Your superpower is your imagination because it connects you to timeless possibilities. So this is why you need to be careful about what you're imagining. This is why you need to take care of your inner child, because that's where wishes, that's where your most creative self came from. So let's get a surrender. It just screamed. It was like, okay, surrender to your soul's path. Does it make soul sense? Surrender to your soul's path. All the words, right? Soul. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Use anything that is a struggle for you to imagine a better reality. Just know that you can timeline shift in any minute. You really can. And once you believe that and you've got faith and intention, and where your beliefs align to a certain action that you're going to take, you're unstoppable. Some of you guys might need to surrender to silence in order to get into this stage.